Tonight's 7-4 victory over the Atlanta Flames continues the Leafs' success story in preliminary series. For 5 straight years, they have won these best-of-3 affairs, and only twice in those 5 years have the Leafs had the home ice advantage. This year, they were the visitors. They knocked off the Flames in Atlanta by a score of 2-1. They come back to win this game 7-4. The real key to the game occurred early when the Leafs, within a 23-second span, scored 3 goals to lead 3-0 and set a Stanley Cup playoff record. Darryl Sittler had the first 2, and then Ron Ellis. The Flames got 1 back before the period ended, Jean Pronovost, but the Leafs picked right up in the second period, taking a 5-1 lead on goals by Pat Boutette and Dan Maloney. Then the Flames scored with Guy Chouinard, but the Leafs had 2 more goals in them in the second period, Walt McKechnie and then Boutette, his second of the game. In the third period, the Flames scored a couple of goals that turned out to be meaningless by Bobby Lalonde and Willie Plett. 7-4 it finishes in favor of the Leafs, and Pat Boutette with 2 goals and 1 assist is with me. Can I be safe in saying that that's the most points you've had in one playoff game before?
Well, I think I had a pretty good playoff last year, but this is probably my biggest game in my career so far.
The first goal you scored had to be a surprise even to you, because I don't think you knew that puck was there until it hit your skate.
Well, I was like watching for McMillan come out of his own end there, and all of a sudden I just looked up, and the puck was coming right there. I don't know who. I guess Butch passed it out, and it was kind of a shocker, but it was a nice surprise.
Well, you certainly knew what to do when you got the puck, and tell us what you remember about the second one.
Well, the second one, I think Hutchie carried the puck up the right side, and he took 2 men with him, and the puck squared loose to Sit, and I just gave Sid a yell, and he just made that one little fake there and slid it over, and had pretty well the empty net.
Big start for the Leafs tonight, and I'm sure that had a lot to do with the way the game was played after that. Did you have a feeling that you could relax a little bit with the quick 3-goal lead?
Well, I think at any time, you're up 3 goals, and Atlanta has such a great team. They got so many good goal scorers, and I don't really care how many goals you got. Like, we had 7-2 going in the third period there, and my heart was still beating, that last 5 or 6 minutes, or, time doesn't tick by fast enough, and I don't know, we just kept working hard, and they got a couple of fluky goals there, I think, but it's always nice to have that 5-goal edge going into the third period.
There are a lot of players from other teams, coaches from other teams who must dread this best-of-3 action. Some favorites have been knocked off. The Flames, officially anyway, were favorites. They finished higher than you did in the standings. But the Leafs just dwell on them. It's an amazing success story, especially when you consider that in the 5 years the Leafs have been the visiting team in the opening game of those series. What do you think it is about a short series that makes the Leafs so good in them?
Well, I think we have a team that's they're all a great team, a bunch of guys, and I think we all work for each other, and we know what we have to do when we get out there, and we prepared ourselves mentally, and I think we are more prepared than they were the other night for the game, and we had the momentum going into this game tonight, and we got 3 quick goals there, and that really helps out a lot. And I think if the team who wants it the most is going to win it, and we wanted it more than they did, and we won it.
Thank you very much to Pat Boutette, who scored twice and assisted on another goal. The Leafs beating the Atlanta Flames by a score of 7-4, and we're talking about those quick 3 goals. We'll again tell you that the Leafs set a new Stanley Cup playoff record, fastest 3 goals by one team, 23 seconds, with the quick goals at the 4:04 mark, 4:16 and 4:27 of the first period.